Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. So there was a ton of news that dropped yesterday. Welcome to all the new subscribers, by the way. I made a video going over everything real quick. I wanted to take today and really do a deep dive in the community creations expansion section of all the news. Now there might be way more news that popped off when I was asleep. Like I said, I made this right after that video, so I want to make sure there's a video up for you guys in the morning while I'm stuck at work until pretty much noon Pacific time, which I hope that doesn't hurt the last video. Anyway, with that being said, let's go over to Steam and what's the status, and let's look at all this confirmed information, because there's one major feature returning that has me giddy like a little schoolgirl. Alright, we're going to start off with the Steam description page, and we're going to go down here to this highlighted section that says Community Creations Expansion. It says double your creative power with 200 Create a Superstar save slots. Double what we had last year. That is freaking awesome. Typically I'll make 50, sometimes if I really like the game, 80 original wrestlers that I've made for over the years. Every single year I'd come up with new ones. I was a pretty creative kid. I should have become like a comic book maker or a video game maker or something, or a fighting game maker, or heck, a wrestling game maker, because I have all these original characters I made. They're not all like really good, but it was inspired by all the cartoons and everything I used to watch as a kid. I liked making my own. I liked making wrestling versions of like everything. So I got a wrestler for pretty much everything you can imagine. Kind of like Ultimate Muscle. That's why I like Ultimate Muscle so much. It reminds me of the stuff I used to make. Anyway, so with that, we got Community Creations now features expanded image capacity. If we go over to X on Status's page, he has this posted. It says Creation Suite, 2 times to create a superstar and image slots plus body morphing. Body morphing, we'll get to that in a second. Best in class customization mode now offers 200 create a superstar save slots, doubling the existing count in response to community demand. Community Creations now features a doubled image capacity of 2,000 images. So in the other game it was 1,000, but it wasn't really 1,000 images. It was, if the image was higher quality, it would take up more space or spots. So it's not really 200 or 2,000 images. It's probably just extra space to store them. I don't know why they used the number 2,000, probably because it looks better, but they did double the space. So there is that. So they doubled the creator wrestlers and they doubled the space. I was kind of hoping they'd go for like 3,000 or 5,000, but I'll take it. I'll take any upgrade we could get. If it was only still 1,000 or 1,500, I feel like people would have been pretty mad about that. Maybe they increased the limit of the size too, so maybe it is actually 2,000. We'll find out soon enough. Deeper body and face morphing tools. Now, deeper body and face morphing. So body morphing, something I've been wanting back since they took it out in 2K15. If this is, I don't think it's going to be as crazy as like a Street Fighter 6 or Code Vein or the original Code Vein. The new one doesn't have as many features. I played the demo. Or Nio. You know, so one of these character creators that goes crazy with the freedom that it gives its players. I think it's going to be more like you can adjust the biceps a little bit, the shoulders, the traps, the legs, the hips, you know, stuff like that. Maybe the head size, the height, the hand size, but not too crazy proportions. So, and that's all I've been asking for. I don't need it to be freaking like mutants or something. I just needed a little bit to get that perfect look. Like there's certain wrestlers from history or certain wrestlers in a comic book. You want to make them look like a comic book, you can't do that. Now with this body morphing returning, if this is unless this is a misprint or that's not what they meant, they mean face morphing or something, or they mean more body customization options, because I think body morphing is probably one of the most requested features, not just from me, but from everybody in the community. So we'll have to wait and see what the capacity of that is, and I am super happy that body morphing is coming back. Face morphing. Now they changed how the tools work a while ago. It might have been 2K15, but ever since they changed it to the new system, instead of having the sliders, they have that new thing where you have to like use the actual face image. I suck at that thing. Bring back the sliders, because that's just so much simpler for me. Sure, there's like 80 sliders you have to go through, but you can really get the perfect look. And in fact, you can go online and look at somebody else's, blueprint, and just put in all the numbers, and boom, you could do that. I mean, you can obviously download community creations, but let's say someone has a bunch of different face styles online, you could just go copy that, like, okay, I like that face and like that face. For all you creators out there that go nuts with that kind of stuff, there you go. I suck at making faces, so I would love something like that. If someone out there with a website like the SmackDown Hotel or What's the Status, although I'm not sure if What's the Status has its own website. Maybe you could just use X. Have some sort of utility or dirt sheet or whatever where it has all these different faces that you made with the slider system with the numbers, and we can just go in there and, oh yeah, I like that face, and you go in there and you copy it. That's genius. I think that's a much better system. The way they have it now, I can't stand it. But we do have an image uploader, and most of the big time creators just use that and adjust it accordingly. So, but there's a barrier of entry there where a lot of people like don't even want to bother because it's intimidating. Luckily, there's a YouTuber named Mr. Dubs who makes it super easy, so go check out his videos. I'm sure he's going to make one for 2K26. I use it every year because he does such a good job with like explaining and making it super easy. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So make sure you check out his videos. If you're playing 2K25 now or just picked it up and you want to use your face in the game, go check out his video. With that being said, we're going to keep reading on here. And two-tone hair color blending has come into the game. Now it wasn't necessarily a blending feature. It was more of just like some of the hairstyles had two sections where you can colorize the bottom and the top. The mohawk I use right now used to have two slots in 2K20, and they removed it ever since then. I don't know why they removed it. Maybe it was making the game glitch out more. Too many different options made it screw up. Who knows? But the fact that we're adding some sort of two-tone hairstyles thing is pretty cool. I'm hoping that it works kind of like, if you've played the new Code Vein, there's a demo for the character creator. I encourage you to go check it out. It has this feature, and I believe Nio also has a demo that has this feature, where you can adjust how much of the two-tone there is. Like you can make it so it's like almost all the way down to the tips of the hair, halfway, or just like the scalp or whatever. Maybe you could do cool patterns and stuff in it, but I feel like that's going way overboard. I think that'd be awesome though. Let's say I could take my mask print and basically just spray paint it on the hair and it looks like it's part of the hair instead of just an image on your head, you know? That would be really cool if you could take any image and do that. People could do spirals, people could do a middle finger, like whatever you want. That would be freaking cool. So the two-tone hairstyle thing has me very excited. And then it says, giving players unprecedented freedom to craft the superstars, arenas, and other creations of their dreams. Now, one little thing here that has me worried is it doesn't say created championships, but it says other creations. So it says, specifically, it says superstars, arenas, and other creations of their dreams. Does that mean championships still? I hope to God they didn't remove the created championship to make all this other stuff work, because that would suck. And then they have to bring it back next year. In the franchise history, not under Visual Concepts, but under THQ and Ukes, every time they would add some awesome new mode or new feature to the game, the Creation Suite was always the first mode to take a hit. As far as maybe creation parts or like the creative moveset, or not moveset, the creative finisher, creative story, some creation mode would get axed. And I hope to God they didn't axe the creative championship. So as of the making of this video, I didn't see it anywhere about creative championship. So if they post it over the night, don't yell at me. It's just this video was posted last night right after I made the last video. So there you have it. I just wanted to go real quick over the Creation Suite. I am super happy that we got 200 character slots. I'm super happy body morphing sounds like it's returning. If this sounds like the way they wrote it here, deeper body and face morphing tools. Two-tone hairstyle blending. That's going to be awesome for my main two characters because I always try to do it with the hair dye system and I suck at that. It'd be nice to just have it built in automatically. I am super excited to try out the Creator Wrestler this year. Everything else is just gravy. If the gameplay's improved, that's extra gravy. I mean, obviously, gameplay's just important as the Creation Suite because if the gameplay's like ass, who cares about the creations, right? Because you can't do anything with them. Who cares? And then the increased image upload limit. There's just March 6th cannot come fast enough. Are you hyped about this? Which of these features, for the Creator Wrestler in particular, are you most excited for? And as always, stay frosty.